My name is Mark Fratto, and I'm the voice of the Washington Commanders at FedEx Field. You're listening to the Command This podcast with Steve, Dev, and Phil.
Good evening, everybody. Hold on, let me get our intro music going. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live. That's right. That's the beauty of live. Yeah, I clicked on it, but I was doing something else. But hey, December 21st. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Command This. This is episode 244 for us. We're calling this one Clash of the Titans. It's Clash of the Titans because
What?
Oh, you mean this?
What?
Clash of the Titans because it's a fact. The Commanders have the 32nd ranked defense. The Jets have the 32nd ranked offense. So, therefore, it's a Clash of the Titans.
It's week on week crumb.
So, I don't know. I can't say.
We dubbed this game the Glock Dookie Bowl.
We dubbed this. We dubbed
Glock Dookie Bowl.
Look, just let them play with the K2 football, man. Little Pee Wee football. Yeah. Everyone can palm it. You know what I mean? Duck pin bowling, you know.
Hey.
The winner is the loser. The loser is the real winner of this game.
Here, my football historian came out and we call this Clash of the Titans. I was like, well, the Jets used to be called the Titans when they first came out as a franchise.
I had completely forgotten about that, Phil.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
I was like, damn, look at Steve pulling one out.
Nope. Don't give me that much credit. All right, we got a couple people in the chat here. If you're listening on Facebook, Ramel Williams, Monty, make sure you go click that stream link. Click the StreamYard link at the top so we can see your name here on the chat here. Tia Holloway joining us. What's up, fellas? Tia, what is good with you on this fine Thursday evening? We'll be going through some predictions here, talking about the game a little bit. There's another football game going on tonight, Thursday Night Football. Rams are up over the Saints 7-0 as we get started.
Rams are heading to the playoffs the way it looks. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Our boy Rivers reads from YouTube. What's up, Rivers? Thank you for tuning in tonight. What was that little segment we made up there last time? Keeping it real with Rivers? Is that what we said that one time?
And the what was? Well waits.
Keeping it real with Rivers. Who else we got to chat here? This person says, you might have to help me out, Phil.
This is Monty Montez.
This is Monty Montez. Okay, Monty, what's going on? Says, yo, what's up, fellas?
Is it Monte or Monty?
Monty or Monty?
Or is it Monty like Monty Coleman? Which one is
it? We got hello from Canada. We got Jeff Alma checking in from Canada. What's up, Jeff? Thank you for tuning in on Facebook.
Ramel Williams saying, what's up, fellas?
Yep, what's up, Ramel? Remember, click that StreamYard link at the top of this post and let StreamYard just see your name. That way we can post it on here. It just makes everything a lot easier.
Yeah, otherwise you just could come up as Facebook user, and you don't want to be lumped. If you got the good take, you don't want to be lumped in with the bad take from another person who's Facebook user. You don't want that confusion, and it also keeps me from cricking my neck having to look down here.
Yeah.
He says it's Monty, like Monte Carlo. All right, so like Monty Coleman. Perfect.
Monte Carlo was my first car. 83 Monte Carlo SS. Royal blue.
Oh, look at you with your first car.
It wasn't mine.
Carlo.
It was my father's. It was fantastic condition. I just got to drive it to school and then
that was my first car was my dad's too, but it was an 85 Nissan pickup truck.
I was like, no, it only came in one color.
Yeah.
It did the commute when we moved to Pennsylvania from DC. It did the commute from Pennsylvania to DC and back all the time.
This is my Uncle Joe. Joe Runyon says, hey, nephew, what's up, Uncle Joe? If you're going to listen in, you should click that StreamYard link at the top so we can see your name.
And you will always know when Joe Runyon posts in the Addicts group because he always puts an American flag at the end of every post.
That's right. God bless USA. Monty said, love that car. Deluxe, what's up, Deluxe? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, we're getting ready to talk about. I guess we're going to talk about the Jets here, right? That's the game we have. That's the game we were.
This is gonna be such a. We'll run through this quick and then get with the bullshit because this is going to be.
This is episode 244 for us. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. No, Deluxe. It was not a T-top Monte Carlo. Mine was just regular blue. The T-top was the joint. I didn't like the bubble in the back. We just had the standard Fox body, traditional navy blue Monte Carlo SS. And then when that one got totaled, someone hit me from the opposite side of the road in Woodbridge. We got a black one, all black one, which was also nice. My dad still has it. It's just rotting in the driveway, but still got it. Yes. What's up, Rodney? See, Rodney knows this comment was floating on Twitter, and I was like, man, should I steal this to use this in the pod as a thumbnail? And I didn't, but the immovable object, the Washington defense, meets the stoppable force, the Jets offense. It's going to be fun to watch. That's right. We started off this show by saying that the Jets have the 32nd ranked offense in the NFL, and the Commanders have the 32nd ranked defense. So somebody has to win this game. Somebody has to win 2-3.
It could end in a tie.
Somebody has to win. And by the way,
it would be the most Washington thing ever for this end in a tie.
Yeah. By the way, that's such a great quote from the Joker in the Dark Knight, right? Was it the Dark Knight where he said that?
Yeah.
He was talking about him and Batman right before he gets into the Harvey Dent business. So, yeah, a couple of people think we're getting blasted. Todd Samuel. Also, Todd was showing up last week, wasn't he?
He did until we started posting the stats that compared Sam Howell.
No. Permissions wise, I thought his stuff was posting, so it might just be.
No, it wasn't. We were just reading it off because he never went in and verified his name.
So just make sure you guys click on the link at the top of the Facebook post and just say, I give StreamYard permission to see my name. That way we can post your name in these comments, or else they'll just say Facebook user. I'm sorry. What's up, Yam in Japan? Thank you for tuning in. Says, say no to Jaden Daniels. A lot of people who are drafting Jaden Daniels on PFF, if you look on Twitter, they cut off the grade, but everyone who does have the grade with Jaden with the first pick, it's a fat old F. If you use the PFF's their mock draft simulator, it gives everyone who drafts Jaden Daniels in the first round for the Commanders an F. Now, it's going to change. Someone's going to climb. I think you were saying it last week, Phil. There's going to be someone we're not even tracking. Is this going
to? Well, that's the thing is that no one was tracking Jaden Daniels until this year. So if you're going to draft a quarterback, me personally, I like somebody that has a broader body of work. I like knowing what I'm getting. The guy who shows up after 1 year, and that's it. I always get a little sus about, right? Dwayne Haskins, all right? I was suspect about him when we drafted him. Now, after his first season, I thought, well, we might have something we can work here. Maybe. Yeah. It just depends. And he'd never developed past that. But nonetheless, I'm always very suspect on that concept of, okay, guy never did anything.
There he is. Shout out to Todd Samuel.
There you go. At least he went and verified his name. There you go, people. See, Todd can follow instructions, so can the rest of you.
There we go.
You see, Todd's citing the two people, the two draft experts I listen to the least.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Tom McShay guy myself. I like Tom McShay's stuff. I always find him to be a little more thorough and accurate with what he's looking at. Mel Kiper, Field Yates, I'm not as high on personally. Now, you can say one guy's got this, was right about these people, and then another guy, well, he was right about those people. Personally, I always prefer Tom McShay's picks more often than not.
Kiper's been really wrong a lot lately. He's been.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I like Michael Penix, man. Dude, 6'3", 213, 2 solid years. He had like 33 and 8, and then now he's like at 34 and 8 for touchdowns, interceptions.
Penix is one that he intrigues me.
Solid years, but I think he has two ACL injuries previously.
That's the one that's why I'm not like all in on if you draft a quarterback, get him. It's the knee injuries.
Yeah,
knee injuries always scare me, especially at a position where you're got a lot of bodies flying around your knees.
Yep. Monty says, yep, Rip Haskins. Rod says, I'll take Janian Daniels to the Raiders. To me, he seems more polished as a passer than Anthony Richardson, who was a single-year stud. Yep, single year. But Richardson had that they were clamoring for his prototypical body and the athleticism and
see. That's why I don't
his
put so much
arm.
stock in that, because we've seen so many guys who have that, and then nothing comes of it, and it's just like
it's the underwear Olympics, and he was ripped.
I mean, if you look good, you can go look good in the gym class Olympics, which is the combine. All right. And that 40 numbers and all that, I mean, that's something that you take into consideration, but you can't rely on that as being the only thing. You gotta look at what they did, what offenses they were in. Was it a very simple offense where it was one read and throw? Was it something where you had to make multiple reads? Were you playing against quality opponents? Were you not? Were you playing above your competition, or is just your competition so low that, anybody would have looked good against them? I mean, there's a lot of things you got to take into consideration with these things, especially at the quarterback position. Especially at that position.
Yep, for sure. Let's look at the stats for the Jets here real quick. I don't even know why I'm going to do this, but I'll do it.
Their offense is terrible.
I'll cater. I will.
That's a summary right there.
We will allow it. All right. Here's the stats here. It's nothing really to write home about, but had Aaron Rodgers stayed healthy, this could have been in a completely different Jets team here. What's up, Marcus? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys check out Sports View 2 on Facebook. Marcus shared all the good content for everybody. So as you see that big stupid application down there, the advertisement. So like I said before, they had the 32nd ranked offense. So they are dead last in the league.
But they had the 7th ranked defense.
Correct. For yards given up. But more importantly, even if you go points for, they're giving up the 11th most. So their defense is no joke here. And we'll talk about that in a second. Looking at let me blow this up here a little bit. Let's take a look at who they won against and lost against. So started out the season with a win. Everyone thought, Aaron Rodgers went down, Zach Wilson came in the game and, beat the Bills 22-16. And from there just kind of went all downhill. They did manage to beat the Eagles somehow in week.
That was actually a game that made me think that maybe the Eagles weren't the juggernaut there. When the fact that they beat the Eagles, we almost beat the Eagles twice.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, drink of tonight's got some new Knob Creek smoked maple bourbon. Picked it up today. Haven't had this one in a while. So. Yeah. Yep. Smoked maple's pretty good. But yeah, they lost to the Cowboys 10-30, lost to the Patriots 10-15. Man, that must have been a pillow fight. Lost to the Chiefs 20-23, beat the Broncos 31-21, beat the Eagles, like Phil said, 2014, beat the Giants in overtime 13-10, lost to the Chargers 6-27, lost to the Raiders 12-16. Rod's boys there. Lost to the Bills again 6-32, lost to the Dolphins 13-34, lost to the Falcons 8-13, which is embarrassing, and then beat the Texans 30-6, and then lost to the Dolphins, got the skunk 30-0. So they have a solid defense. I guess we can leave it at that. Team-wise, Zach Wilson, we don't know if he's starting or not yet. Still got to find the injury report for today.
Aaron Rodgers got cleared.
Aaron Rodgers apparently did get cleared. What I heard on the radio is they're not trying to play him, but so he can be present, practicing with the team. So who knows? I don't even know what his contract situation looks like, to be honest with you. I just haven't looked into it.
He signed a 2-year deal. So
okay, so he's good. But in Aaron Rodgers' world, that could be a 1-year deal, the way he does business. But Zach Wilson is the leading passer, mostly because he played most of every game. 2271 yards, 60%, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. If Zach Wilson can't go and Rodgers doesn't go, we'll end up seeing Trevor Siemian, the former Bronco. He bounced around all over the place. Looking at rushers, top rusher, Breece Hall, very good running back. Dalvin Cook showed up here, and man, I feel like you haven't heard his name once since leaving the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. So yeah, not much in the running game.
0.
Michael Carter was a great fantasy pickup late last year. Hasn't done much this year at all.
Samuel asks, how many pick sixes does Sauce Gardner get on Sam Howell? 0.
Oof. Picks?
I thought Sauce was out for the season. Am I tripping?
0.
I don't
I
know. Receptions, Garrett Wilson, 79 yards. Who's covering Garrett Wilson? I guess we can talk about that when we talk about matchups here, but 79 receptions.
They can't give the ball away.
79 receptions, 3 touchdowns, just because there's not a lot of touchdowns to go around, unfortunately.
Breece Hall is tied for the team lead with 3 touchdown receptions.
Yeah.
That tells you how their passing offense has been.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm picking Breece Hall to have a day of fantasy football.
Are you?
Yep.
All right. Speaking stupid, let me go back over. Sorry, guys. I have to zoom back out here. Going down to, I don't think there's anything else we're talking about on the offense here. They have a few more people.
Nobody's really standing out.
Tyler Conklin, their tight end, is the second leading receiver, so that's what we're working with. Alan Lazard followed Rodgers over from the Packers. Man, ain't done anything either. So defense, this is what I think we need to talk about here. Sorry, interceptions. Oof. Okay. Doesn't want to sort from. Oh, there's none down there. Interceptions wise, Jordan Whitehead, the safety, leads the team with 4. Ashton Davis, safety, with 2. CJ Mosley with 1. DJ Reed 1. Quinn Williams with 1. Sauce Gardner has 0. So if he hasn't had any,
I think he's after the season, bro. I think.
Okay, then that's probably right there.
Like way early in the season too. I think.
He did 13 games.
Oh, he played. I thought he was hurt.
Sack totals, defensive lineman Bryce Huff has 8 sacks. Jermaine Johnson has 6.5. Quentin Jefferson 6. Solomon Thomas 5. Quinn Williams 3.5. Quinn Williams is a good defensive lineman. So as a team, and they're putting up some sack numbers. They got 39. 39 total. So total tackles, CJ Mosley, their linebacker, is the leading tackler with 131. So yeah, that's the Jets team in a nutshell. I don't know if we're missing a whole lot of context behind that. I think we covered it pretty well.
Their offense is trash. Their defense is really good.
Yeah. Yep. Natia jumped over to YouTube, said Jets gonna win. Hopefully. Yeah.
So can we pick a lane, everybody? If you think that Sam is absolute trash and all this other stuff, and you want us to get a quarterback, don't you want him playing instead of putting Jacoby in the second half? If Jacoby's better than Sam, then that would give us a better chance of winning. And we don't get to get your first round quarterback, do we?
That's true. I mean, like I said, for those people who love Sam Howell and want him to stay, the best case scenario is that he balls out and we still lose and maintain that draft stock position.
Don't win.
Don't win. Todd Samuel says Jets going to blitz Sam all night. That's been the key for people. I don't even know if it's about blitzing. I think it's more about confusion. Disguising coverages.
Rushing 4 gets to the quarterback with our offensive line anyway. Like I said, a lot of the stuff we saw that was good with Jacoby was very quick. Was 1 look, 2 look, go. It was not, and it also helps that they're dropping 7 back in the coverage all the time by that point. But nonetheless, you just got to keep it quick. If you're going to go with the max protects, you got to find a way to get somebody one-on-one and just say, Sam, they're one-on-one, just chuck it.
Yeah.
Pull a Nick Mullins and do the fucking chuck.
Yam says, we do not want Jacoby to go in, even if you don't want Hal. He needs to look good for trade value potential. So the problem with that is, Yam, he's on a 1-year deal. So he has an expiring deal at the end of this season. So once the season's over, technically he's
Hal?
No, Jacoby.
Oh.
Now, if you're saying
no, he's
Hal
saying
needs to look
Hal look better for trade potential.
Got it. That's what. Excuse me. Just wanted to make sure. Yes, I want. Who wants Sam to play? That's Goody December. What's up, Goody? Click that link at the top of the post, the StreamYard link. Just allow Facebook StreamYard permission to see your name, just so we can post your name here instead of being a Facebook user, like we said before. So in your words, guys, Dev, what about who the Jets, man, this year? Who are the 23 Jets, man? What kind of team are we going to be facing?
Good defense, bad, sorry, pathetic ass offense. That's what we'll be facing.
Check. What about you, Bill?
I mean, you're going to see a. This is one of those things that almost balances itself out. Their defense terrible. Their defense is really good. Their offense is terrible. Our defense is terrible. Our offense has been terrible, but has also been really good this season at points. So you don't know which one's going to show up. So it just depends. See this comment right here.
Yes, your own question.
Todd Samuel says, I don't understand why Rivera wants to play Sam when he's a lame duck coach. Well, if he's a lame duck coach, what does it matter?
If you're a lame duck coach, you play the young guy.
Yeah.
Play the guy you don't care. You want to see.
I mean, if it doesn't matter, if you're done after this season anyway, and you know it, he's already said he's at peace. Him saying that tells me he already knows he's done after this season.
I'm telling you, I think when we were talking about him being on a prearranged agreement, listen, we're not going to fire you. You're just going to go out, finish the season, finish as strong as you can.
You're
I think that's pretty Yeah. It's Tia. Next season, Sam's going to ball out. That's what Tia says.
Yeah, on the Minnesota Vikings or some shit.
On the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah. Commander Nash in the building. What's up, Commander Nash? How you doing? Make sure y'all big super fan there, Commander Nash. Let's go, Commanders. What's up? Dude's very diehard. He's got one of the fathead, the big fathead large the B-Rob wore after his first breakout. Big hat. Yeah, he's got one of those. Pretty dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They don't make him in my size. I got a big ass head.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Goody, yes, you are still showing up as a Facebook user.
Yeah. Todd just did it earlier too, and it worked for him. So maybe restart your browser or restart the app or whatever you're watching it from, and then it'll probably fix itself. Marcus says some of the fan base loves the backup quarterback. There's still fans talking about Taylor Heineke. So if we draft a quarterback, I would ask for a trade. Sorry, you can't say Taylor Heineke in the show without he has his own sound on this show. He gets it. He gets the Metal Gear Solid ?
Yeah.
He's starting, by the way.
Job he's doing.
He's starting for the rest of the season. They benched Ritter for the rest. They just
because Ritter. And here's the thing: everybody says Ritter is ass. All right, it tells you how bad the quarterback has to be for Heineke to get the start.
He just
Desmond Ritter for the next guy next year.
That's what Heineke does. He just goes from team to team, consuming all the natural resources. Then he moves on to the next team.
It's like whatever those guys.
He's one of the aliens from Independence.
Independence Day alien.
That's why Steve over here is in the cockpit.
He's
down Taylor Heineke.
Is Heineke a Viltrumite from Invincible, man?
Man. Awesome TV. Yeah. Todd said EB will get a job as offensive coordinator with another team and defensive head coach and try to trade for Sam. That's what we've seen that many times in many places. Coaches do that.
I mean, that could be happen.
Yeah.
See, Todd. I think Todd's just playing out his fantasy. Anything to get rid of Sam because EB gets tired of Falcons trades for Sam.
But I still say Sam Howell is not a fit for Eric Bieniemy's offense. I think Sam Howell would go fantastic in a Kyle Shanahan boot action, play action style offense where the more
something with a quarterback moves more.
Yeah, with the pocket moves. That's why I said Kyle Shanahan's offense. But
Brock Purdy.
Any offense similar, not that one. I think he's not a handoff from the shotgun sort of guy. I mean, it's just not a good fit right now. Whether he goes or I don't know. It's just I feel like it's being forced.
It was for 6 or 7 games.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay says I think we can get a road win versus the Jets.
I'm call me Ron Rivera because I am at peace with whatever happens in this offseason. Right.
Yeah.
Because I know we're gonna have a new head coach, we're gonna have a new GM. They may or may not want to stick with
Sam. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about that.
I'm positive at this point. Now, if EB gets elevated to head coach, first of all, that would be interesting because this fan base is very split on EB, and for good reason. So it would be interesting to see if EB gets elevated. If he likes Sam, if he says, give me full control of this coaching, and let me pick the guy who's going to, be the offensive coordinator, and let me pick who's going to be the quarterback's coach, and let me have all this control. If he likes Sam, he may keep him. Yeah. Or we get a new head coach, they may like Sam. Or we may get the new head coach GM, and they say, F it. We're starting over. And I think no matter what you do, there's going to be part of the fan base that's not going to like it. There's going to be part of the fan base that does like it. The only thing the fan base is going to like is getting rid of Ron Rivera. And I get that. Yeah. I'm totally fine with that too. We move on with whoever ownership wants to bring in, right? If they bring in a GM that says, hey, I like Eric Bieniemy, I can work with this guy.
Because everybody's on the contract, right?
Yes.
I think Eric's on a 2-year contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. I wish I could make this bigger, guys. I apologize for the injury report. That's what she said. Oh, where is it? I don't have I missed it. Too late. Moments passed. For the Commanders, didn't play Tyler Larson, Charles Leno with a calf, and defensive end Josh Pryor. Not sure who that is. B-Rob didn't practice today, and neither did Jonathan Williams. Limited was Ridgeway, Smith Williams, Barton, and Forbes were full. From the Jets' perspective, defensive lineman Franklin Myers didn't practice. Rogers didn't practice. Zach Wilson didn't practice. So we might be seeing Simeon.
We might be seeing Aaron Rodgers. Just saying.
Who knows? We could be. But that's the injury report. I mean, the Rogers storyline is the one we're going to have to watch here for the rest of the games. So the rest of the
Marcus Edelin says if you listen to EB's press conference, say he wants Sam Howell, but EB needs to be more balanced, and EB is on a 2-year contract. All right, so I was correct about the contract too. And I agree, EB does need to be a little more balanced. I think, like I said, this is a league where you're going to throw the ball more, but you don't need to throw the ball this much or run this. You can have a run game that is respectable.
I think
one that defenses have to watch out for without being a 50-50 balance. You don't have to do that. But 75-25, 80-20 ain't going to do it.
I think that he's
Monty Montez says we better get a dope GM. We need the guy that was drinking back. Jay Gruden?
Yeah!
I know. I just wanted to take a shot at Jay Gruden because he's still having me blocked on Twitter. Or X. I'm sorry.
Todd said, I can see Sam with the Broncos and Sean Payton too. That's the kind of offense I'm talking about. I think he would thrive in something like that.
Anything where the pocket moves.
Yeah.
Right. And, you hope that maybe with a season of film to look at, EB could spend the offseason creating something like that, but it may not be his style. I don't know.
Yeah.
He may be just that hard-headed if he stays offensive coordinator or moves up to head coach, if we do it that way. Well, I don't know. Yeah. There's so many moving parts that are going to be happening this offseason and that's why I'm kind of at peace with whatever happens, because with so many different moving parts, guys are going to go here, there, and everywhere. With $90 million in cap space, guys are going to go here, there, and everywhere. So it's just going to be a case of, wondering what we do and who we do it with and how we move forward. So, I mean, I personally think Sam Howell could be, a winning starting quarterback in the league. But I am waiting to see who comes in, what they decide to do. They decide, hey, we're going to keep Sam Howell. Cool. If we're going to draft a quarterback in the first round, then I'm going to look at the quarterbacks in the first round and say, okay, here are the guys who I like. Here are the ones I don't like.
That can be your first book, Phil. Guys Go Here, There, and Everywhere by Phil. You like green eggs and ham. Sam, I do not like green eggs and ham. Goody says EB doesn't run the ball enough. Yeah, like I said before, we're sitting at 76-24 last time I checked for pass run percentage ratio.
That has got to be the highest in the league by a significant margin.
I would love to see, of all first-year starters ever to come in the league,
I can't think of any that I've ever had. I've never had.
I would love to see it. He's not doing anything to help the kid, is what I'm saying. Like Peyton Manning, you think he passed more than he ran?
Fuck no.
I'll find out.
I think he was close, man.
Yeah, and you know Sam's
No,
stats they're way better than Peyton Manning's already.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
like in attempts though and shit. Like,
Yeah. Todd was like, "Yeah, I can't. We gave up Trent's win for scraps." Yeah, we
God,
sure did. That was
hold
Ron.
on. Dev's about to go off.
That was what?
All right, here we go.
What's
Looking
the
at
numbers?
Peyton
I'll do the percentage. Give me the.
Peyton Manning threw the ball. Well, they threw the ball because they had one wide receiver pass. Okay, Peyton Manning and the Colts total 576 pass attempts.
Okay.
His rookie year. And they had 384 rushing attempts. Marshall Faulk was their running back. Keep that in mind.
584.
No, 384 rushing attempts.
God,
teams ran the shit out of the ball.
384 and how many passing attempts?
576.
576. All right, so 960 total. 384.
Add 22 to the pass attempts. I forgot to count his sacks.
That's all right. It's 40% run, so that's 60-40 pass run.
Yeah.
Even still, that's better. But
that's way better. If you had a 60-40 split, I guarantee you, we'd have. Well, Sam would have better stats, I think, just because he wouldn't be taking as many dropbacks. God, I'm looking at these numbers. God, the Colts' run defense was terrible.
Who makes a first year starter throw 50 plus times a game, man? It's crazy. I just don't understand it.
I really feel like there was this concept that EB was basically doing trial by fire with Sam. Like, we're gonna get you so many attempts, but it's like, you get this kid so many attempts and so many hits. Human body can only take so much punishment before it starts breaking down.
Yeah, that's right. Yem said Phil's basically saying you have to get all the right puzzle pieces in place to fit together with a touch of luck and a touch of love. Just a touch of love. Just a
touch of luck.
Touch of love. Marcus says, I'm at peace. I read Josh Harris is already meeting with some potential GM owners during the meeting. He is.
Good.
What's up, Dave? Dave said, hire some talented GM and coaching staff, draft around Hal, find out if he's our guy. Yeah. What is the 2024 class? I'm sorry, 2025 class looking like? Do we know? Quarterback wise? I know it's way too early.
Let's see. Give me 1 second.
I mean, if Shedeur stays, he's going to be one. If, Jay Milrow,
that's another guy
from Alabama. He'll be available, but who knows?
All right, this was from.
Todd asked a good question. If we keep Sam, should we draft a physical running back in the second or third round? I think
Chris Rodriguez might be stepping up next year.
I like it. I mean, I would not mind that at all.
Probably need a big lineman or edge rushers.
But do we not have a physical running back in Robinson or Chris Rodriguez?
All right, so there's only 2 2025 draft class guys who are looking like right now that they're kind of keying on. That's Shedeur Sanders and that's Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers from Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's any other names they have in here.
Because Archman is going to take over his job.
And we're looking here. Who would join him? Penn State's Drew Allar, who is not bad. I would like to see a little more development of it from him next season before I consider him somebody to consider. Texas A&M's Connor Wegman, Ohio State's Kyle McCord, and Clemson's Cade Klubnik.
Yeah, McCord's leaving Ohio State. I don't know where he's going, but he left.
And then you have Ty Thompson. Ty Thompson is supposed to succeed Nix at Oregon, and they think that he could be another one that comes out. But that's going to be another 1-year guy. That's what I'm looking at.
I'm going second round. I'm going edge rusher or tackle.
Yeah.
And then they also have some guys who are going to be veterans that are probably going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Jalen Monroe.
Alabama. That's right.
Alabama. You got Jalen Daniels, DJ Uiagalelei from Oregon State. I hope I said that right. Brady Cook from Missouri, Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, and Riley Leonard from Duke. And then you got Houston's Donovan Smith and Liberty's Caden Salter. They're kind of seen as more wild cards. The kid Salter from Liberty is 6'1", 200 pounds.
Jeez.
But he's super athletic. And then Smith from Houston, Donovan Smith, is 6'5", 230.
Okay.
And he's gunslinger type. I don't know. I haven't watched too much Houston, but knowing how Houston has traditionally been like a serious passing school,
Yeah.
In God knows my entire lifetime. Yeah, I mean, I could see that they got a big gunslinger type quarterback.
For those watching, thank you for watching. We have a fairly large size audience today. If you can, it'd be awesome if you could roll over to YouTube, hit that like button for us, and jump back to your platform. That would be fantastic, man. That would be dope. We really it helps with the channel. Continue to give us some content. We talk about matchups to watch for. I kind of said it earlier. There's really only one besides the 32nd ranked offense going against the 32nd ranked defense, but individual player matchups is I just want to see who's covering Garrett Wilson. He's their number one wide receiver.
Hopefully Forbes will get this loss.
They're gonna slap Forbes on it.
Secure the lottery pick.
Put Forbes on him.
Forbes on him. Man to man with no safety over top. The whole game.
Lock it down, bro. You're good.
I will say this. I actually have some hope. Unlike earlier this year, I'm beginning to see some hope for Quan Martin.
Who is a better draft pick, Quan Martin or Forbes?
Right
it's
now,
Martin, man. It's probably Quan Martin.
Holy crap, Dev! Dev's giving credit to a second round pick, y'all. You heard it.
I didn't say it was good. I just say it's better than Forbes. That's like being the smartest dumbass.
Quan Martin.
Market.
Like being the smartest slow kid in school. You know what I'm saying? Speaks so well.
Marcus says it's 4 plug-and-play left tackles in this draft. We know Joe Alt and Fashanu are 2 of them. If we draft a quarterback in the first round, we better hope one of them will fall to the second round or trade back into the first round to get one. Yeah, if you go quarterback in your top pick 5, you better get your ass a damn left tackle. I mean, one of the things this team's always done, we've always had a great left tackle that we've drafted and groomed over many regimes. So since Trent's been gone, we have not. Todd Samuel, right on cue. Quarterback not that great coming out next year. Draft Jaden Daniels.
Jesus Christ, could be coming out next year. He would say draft Jaden Daniels.
I'll take Jaden Daniels. You tripping? I love Jaden Daniels, bro.
I
got to wait to see this combine and stuff, man. I got to wait to see all that shit, man.
I don't know. He'll look great in the combine.
I know. I think Penix will look great too. And Penix is probably the most pro-ready quarterback in my opinion.
You think Penix
makes all the throws? Makes all the throws. I bet he has a good combine. Makes all the
crazy
throws.
Arm.
Makes all of them. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I don't even know if Shadur Sanders is coming out, which would be probably a top two day pick if he came out. He ain't announced.
I love our chat.
Just to give you some context, so I'll put these numbers up just to show Jaden Daniels here.
While you pull that up, here you go. Douglas Paul Washington II asked, "Will Nick Bowden's wife be there?" Asking for my eyes.
That's my boy Donato. He real name Donato. We call him Donato. His name is Doug, but also has a great show, podcast Talking with Donato, based out of Texas. He's also on talk radio down there in the Texas, I think it's Austin area. So good stuff. Good, great podcaster and content.
Rolling yards too.
Yeah, he also got to meet with old Doug Williams there last month, 2 months ago almost. So good stuff. Jaden Daniels' numbers. These are his numbers. You know, he spent the first 3 years at Arizona State, ASU. You can see the numbers there. 17-2 the first year, 5-1. Not sure what happened as a sophomore.
COVID happened.
Oh.
Might have been a COVID season.
Then he transfers to LSU. Last year as a senior, 14 games, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. This year as a starter, 3,800 yards,
It's
40
just
touchdowns.
But to know he's always been careful with the ball.
passing
except for 1
numbers,
year.
the number of attempts and so forth from 1 year to the next really don't change. They actually go down a little bit. But there's a sudden jump in everything else, yards, touchdowns, rating.
3,800.
And that's why I go, really?
3,812
Are you that good, or did
passing
you just
yards.
happen to have a really good year? I get
3,812 passing yards, 40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Then go look at his rushing yards on top of it. That's what's even crazier.
all right.
Like if he only got knocked out of a few games, he would have had. Look, they got 1,100. He got 1,134 rush yards, and then how many more touchdowns? 10 more on top of that, bro. Like, nah, man, you can't not look at that. You can't not at least go take
you
a
can
look.
look at it. You can look at it all day long.
Tires, bro. You gotta at least go like, I gotta invite me in to see what this guy got, man. See, I gotta see if he can digest our offense in a class.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say draft anyone because what if the type of offense, whoever the coordinator and the coach is going to be, isn't that style of offense? What if they want to attach you?
What if it is?
Then you draft him.
I'm just saying, man. Like, you can't not look at that guy or Penix. You cannot look at Penix, man.
Yeah.
You can't not look. If Caleb is there, it's quite possible we could slide to 3.
Just for reference, here's Sam Howell's numbers coming out.
If we slide to 3, right? That's quite possible. Chicago doesn't pick Caleb, and the next team doesn't pick Caleb.
With Sam's college numbers,
yeah, his freshman year he was crazy good.
Yeah, it's 2021 he lost all of his weapons and still put up respectable numbers.
Yeah,
if you look at his rushing stats too, I mean,
yeah, he had almost 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns his senior year. Oh, he's putting up some Jaden Daniels rushing numbers. Dev, there you go.
I've never thought he wasn't a good call. I told everybody that year he looked like he had just the same year as Richardson. He was basically Richardson, man. Yeah. He got drafted for the Colts. I said he got the same exact stats as Richardson had in Florida.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, there's a lot of like I said, I'm just personally, whenever you see a 1 year jump like that, you don't know if that's just it clicked.
Or years before, considering the amount of games he played, man, his touchdowns and interceptions was always pretty dope. I don't know. He takes care of the ball, man. It's all you really care about. The rookie, the rest can be learned.
Yeah.
That was a high percentage ball. I'm with it, man. Like I haven't seen anything in these other college players quarterbacks do better than him.
Yam says Daniels is like the 8th best quarterback in the draft at best. RG3 2.0 with none of the good parts.
You might be right, but I gotta go see it. I gotta see it compound, bro.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. First, though, is he RG3 2.0? Does he come with RG2 2.0? I do not need Cam Curl. I'm referring to you two. I don't need any more players' fathers getting involved with negotiations and getting involved with social media beef and all that. Kind of tired of that. All right. These players need to tell their parents to shut up.
So according to CBS Sports, this is their big board of quarterback rankings right now. Number 1 is sitting at Caleb Williams. The second one is Drake May. 3 is Jaden Daniels.
Does have one of those dads, by the way.
Then JJ McCarthy and Shador Sanders.
Me. I'm not not a big fan of drafting sophomores either. Because again,
I like Drake May. But here's the thing: I think Drake May. I think
he's a tall Sam Howell.
The kind of guy he is Sam Howell, just a bigger version.
He's tall Sam. He's a 6'4" Sam Howell.
Not saying it's bad.
Daniels makes the point that Daniels is 6'4" and Howell is 6'0", as if that really makes that much of a difference.
I like him, man. If we didn't have a quarterback, I'd be hyped about that. But here's the thing: I think he has a chance to be a good quarterback. I don't want to pick a good player at the top 5. I want to pick one that has a potential to be great, dog. That's why I said pick the best guy, dog. If Harrison Jr. is there and he's the best, if Bowers is there and you think he's going to be a better NFL player, dog, take him, dog. Like, if that's what you think. If one of these linemen or you think it's going to be the better NFL player,
we're gonna piss everyone off and draft Bo Nix.
Man, just pick a dude that might be regular, dog. Pick Dak Prescott, which I'd be happy with. 5 years later.
Deluxe has a good point. Forbes started week 1. Martin brought along as the season went on. Different players, different strategies, different results so far. Yeah, I think Martin's
Forbes
probably
looked good early on.
Forbes the third
Yeah,
corner
he
on the
just-
team, bro.
And then he got figured out.
Forbes,
But
we drafted the third corner in the first round, dog. Knowing that he was going to at best be the third corner. Knew that. And still drafted him. It's weird, man. It's just crazy stuff. Crazy shit.
Marcus says Daniels was Herb Edwards at ASU. I watched him since he was a freshman. Watched film on him. Todd says Daniels is 6'4". How's a 6'0"? Drake May is 6'5",
right.
220.
And
his numbers are very similar to Sam Howell's.
If
very
you think
similar
height is an issue, if you think height is Howell's biggest issue, then yeah, you should be on the Drake May fan wagon.
No, Daniels, I'm going with the guy that can win a game by himself. I want a guy who can just take over a fucking game by himself. I don't want a game manager. I don't want a guy who fits in an offense and then only can play in one single way. I want a guy who can change the game, dog. Even if bad plays take loose, you can change the game. Sometimes those kind of guys lose a game for you here and there. It happens. Every now and then, Lamar Jackson will lose you a fucking game, bro. But most of the time, he don't. So I want a guy like that, bro. I want a guy like an Aaron Rodgers or a fucking Mahomes. Every now and then, man, they lose you a game. Yeah. But most of the time, they're going to win, dog.
Yeah, it makes a good point.
Like that, dog. I want a Cadillac. I don't want no Cadillac parking driveway. I need a Porsche. I need a Corvette in the driveway, bro. I don't want no goddamn motherfucking Prius, bro. Just some fucking
manual Isuzu pickup truck.
Right, I don't need one here. I don't need a Kurt. I like Kurt, man.
Porsches also are more likely to lose control and end up flying off the side of the road. Too,
hey, but you had a damn good ride when you was in that motherfucker. You got there first. You gonna wreck first. You gonna wreck in first place.
I don't want to wreck. I'm tired of wrecking. We've been wrecking 30 years.
In second or third every year, every race, and get points. I'm trying. Yeah, if you ain't first, you're last. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby. Yeah, Caleb Howell's 6'1", I think. 6'1", 215, 216, 217, something like that.
Yeah. I like Caleb. If we got the number one pick, I'd pick Caleb, man. I'm not gonna overanalyze that guy. He's been basically one of the top players in college football every year since he started. So
there's no need to overanalyze it. I mean,
yeah, I'm not gonna overanalyze that, but that's not gonna happen. If it does, but it could, because the first pick is the Bears. They don't need a quarterback.
They might get rid of. They might get it. They could trade.
They might, but it don't sound like they're going to. I'd probably trade that motherfucker, dog, because you got a quarterback. I'd trade it.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I go that far.
Man, I think Fields is gonna be good, man. I just think he needs that coach is lame. The offense is lame. I think you get somebody that runs. If they got like a Philadelphia assistant coach and ran that offense and ran in Philly with him, dog, he'd be just like Hurts, dog, and he'd be better because he has more dynamic ability. Right. So that's I mean, I like Fields, man. He's gonna lose you some games, man, but he's won some games.
He hasn't thrown over 2,200 yards in his career. He's barely throwing 60%. Barely 60%.
That's the offense.
Sorry, I'm not. Justin Fields is one of many quarterbacks in that vaunted 2021 class that has not.
He's playing better now. I will say that.
Yeah.
To draft a quarterback in the top 3 and then hope that he's good by year 3.
No, yeah. I wouldn't blame the Bears that they drafted a quarterback. I'm just saying that they don't have to. They're in the same situation we are. Basically, they could not draft a quarterback. You'd understand. Or if they did, you would understand. They're in the same boat. I'm saying they don't have to draft a quarterback. They got another pick at 5. So they can draft the one at 5.
Yam says he'd accept Bo Nix in the second or third. Yeah, I mean,
if I were the Bears, bro, I would draft Harrison, and you're still going to get one of the top 3 quarterbacks at number 5. I would draft Harrison, bro.
Andrew Holmes on Facebook wants to know who we want. Depends. If we end up sticking with Sam next year, yeah, I'm on that wagon. I'm a Sam guy, but at the same time, if a new regime comes in and they want to start over, I understand that, and I will live with that. But I haven't started doing like a real serious evaluation because I kind of want to see where we're going with this. Because one of the things you got to know is who's coming in as the offensive coordinator if we go with a whole new coaching staff. And one of the things I want to know is not just the right quarterback, but I want a quarterback that can fit into the offense. I want somebody who we can plug and play easily. All right.
Did you like Dan Quinn, that coach?
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't put Lamar Jackson in any offense, right? You got to put him in an offense that best suits his talents, right? If you have an offensive coordinator that's not like to have a quarterback that's mobile, that wants to sit them in the pocket all day, and you draft a really mobile quarterback, it's not going to be a good fit. You're going to want to be able to use that quarterback's best talents, which are being on the move. Sam is a mobile quarterback. He does better when he's on the move, and we have an offensive coordinator who right now just seems like content to put him in the pocket. It's not been the best fit. So it's just a matter of who's going to be coaching and then, who's out there. And then I can tell you who I want. Right now, I couldn't tell you who I want out of that draft. So right now, I'm still saying, hey, if we can stick with Sam and do something with him, I'd do that. But if not, we'll take a look in the offseason.
Got 3-game audition.
Todd says Carolina struggled. Trubisky, Howell soon may. Yeah, the vaunted ACC, man. It's used to be much more competition back in the day when Virginia Tech was strong. JMU's on the rise, but outside of
JMU's not in the ACC.
No, but I'm sorry, they're not. They're in the coastal.
They're in the Sun Belt.
Didn't they used to be in the ACC?
No, they were in the CAA.
CAA.
Western be busting their ass.
Yeah, as a ACC guy, Virginia Tech always found a way to lose to JMU, ECU, all those stupid teams that had no business winning.
Let me tell you something. Louisville, Lamar Jackson. Now we had a good conference. Man.
Hey, put some respect on JMU's name.
Yeah,
one loss this season in overtime, lost by 3 to Appalachian State, who has always had a good football program as well.
Yeah,
and they're big, and it's their rival in the Sun Belt. One-loss team. They got into the bowls because they didn't have enough bowl-eligible teams because the NCAA was trying to stonewall them, saying you can't compete for your conference championship or a bowl in your first 2 seasons, which I don't understand. That's that's financially tying the hands of a college program to do that. I never understood that, but nonetheless, JMU is going to be in the bowl this year, and they should put some respect on JMU's name. Yes, I am being a little bit of a homer because I do live just outside of Harrisonburg, and I work in Harrisonburg, and all that wonderful stuff. So I do have a little bit of a bias.
Homer Phil. Todd makes a comment here. I understand how this comment makes sense. Sam needs a complete team around him, like the 49ers, to succeed. And I'm sure this is one of the reasons why he probably fell in the 5th, right? You assume a lot of the first round talent, the top whatever guys, can go to ability to go to any team and make people around them better, right? The scouts probably thought Sam Howell can't do that. He does need a supporting cast around him. That's kind of a big question. I mean, it's hit or miss, but I think that's what the first round talents that goes up is they think that, yeah, we can put this guy on any team and he has a chance to make everyone around him better. I don't know if Sam Howell does that in his current form and under the current offense in the way it's designed right now. If he was in optimal conditions, maybe, but it's hard. I don't see that right now, to be honest with you. He's polishing all the turds that are put in front of him. I'll say that. The dude's been fighting with a hand behind his back half the time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of messed up. But yeah, welcome. I like this forum. This is
dude, we do this every Monday and Thursday. And we post it live in this group. You just happen to see the everyone alert for the first time. As you can see right here, we're on episode 244.
244. And we should have this after every game
podcast of the Washington Football Addicts group. So yeah,
we do pre games on Thursday and post games on Monday, bro. So please check it out.
This is not new.
Yeah. Luck says Caleb 6-0, media has him 6-1. Yep. They also had Forbes at 160 in the combine, and now they list them at 190. I'm like, or 166. I'm like, did you really gain 30 pounds between the 160
combine and no, they only upped them 6 pounds.
I saw 180 yesterday at one place, and I saw 185 somewhere else. I'm like, where is he getting this weight from?
$10 says
you'll find a 180 somewhere. I guarantee it.
Well, let's look at the Pro Football Focus.
Yeah,
not football, but Pro Football Reference.
The Marcus says Daniel needs a complete team to succeed. No rookie is coming in and being successful.
Holy crap! They have him at 180.
I'm telling you, man, his agent must be paying everyone to say, "Hey, man, don't put 166 on there, please don't." Or they waiting for the pads on.
14 pounds in an off season. If you can do that. If he's not a hard gainer.
Yeah. Yeah, Caleb is small. He's 6'1", 215 is what it says, but who knows what we'll find out at the combine. The combine is supposed to be a pure measurement. At least it's not hidden anyways. You can watch it if you wanted to. Yeah. Tell a friend.
Yeah, if you're new to this podcast, as you can see, 244.
Yeah.
We've been doing this a while. Mondays and Thursdays, unless something odd happens. Go on to YouTube, hit that bell notification so you get the alert, and half an hour before we go. Half an hour before we go live, you'll get the alert.
Notice. Yeah. Marcus says the only thing we'll help our fan base can be patient because if we get Daniels and he struggles, ask for backup quarterbacks. Until we get a bona fide, unquestionable franchise quarterback, we're always going to do it. I don't care who you bring in until that person.
It won't take long with this fan base. That's the thing that kind of eats at me a little bit. And here's the thing: it's because we have had. Okay, I think that ever since. Well, I can tell you this. All right, this goes back to Doug Williams. When Doug Williams was outperforming Jay Schrader, it became we want Doug, not Jay. Right? Even though Jay, this is in 87, 86, Jay was in the Pro Bowl. If that tells you anything. All right. 87, Doug is outperforming Jay in relief, not necessarily when he started, but in relief. Everybody wanted Doug Williams, right? And then at the same time, then you had a moment there where it was Mark Rippon and Doug Williams. People wanted Mark Rippon because Mark Rippon was more productive. Then it became people were wanting Stan Humphries because he came in relief of an injured Mark Rippon. Played pretty well for a couple games. People were on the Stan Humphries bandwagon.
Took the Chargers to the playoffs. Super Bowl, I think.
No, not Stan Humphries.
That was Rich Gannon. Never mind. Raiders.
No. Rich Gannon didn't take us anywhere except to a losing season. Mark came back next season, played the full year, and he took us to the Super Bowl. But the big one that everyone remembers is Heath Schuler was drafted in the first round. Gus Frerotte was drafted in the 7th in 1994. And Gus had a much better preseason. It was against guys who ended up, throwing garbage in the back of trucks by the time the season started. But Heath Schuler was pretty terrible his first year. He needed a lot more development. And he didn't take to the immediate windfall of negativity that kind of came upon him. And I think that rattled him for the rest of his career. He just never was able to advance. Gus Frerotte, on the other hand, plays pretty well. Big arm. A lot of people forget that. Gus Frerotte had a rocket of an arm. Just wasn't terribly the most accurate. But Gus Frerotte goes from 7th round draft pick to starting quarterback to Pro Bowler in 1996. Right?
Sprained his own neck.
And then,
sure did.
Jammed his neck after scoring a touchdown. But nonetheless, because there is a history of that happening, with Doug Williams, taking us to the Super Bowl, Gus Frerotte turning us into a winning team and being a Pro Bowl quarterback, that, and even Kirk and RG3. Kirk comes in his first game, throws for like 320 yards against the Browns, right? So, and that was because RG3 was out. So because of that, I think there's always this thing that if the starter isn't God tier, well, the backup will be, because that's how it always is. No, that's not how it always is. In fact, that's not how it usually is. And I think we just need to realize that with young quarterbacks, you got to give them some time to develop too.
Yeah.
Let the kids learn how to cook. All right. You don't take somebody out of culinary school and throw them in to a three Michelin star restaurant and say, run the kitchen.
Teach a man.
They got to learn.
Teach a man to fish. Don't feed him fish.
The one guys just came out to jump like Mahomes with Mahomes said.
Yeah. Jeff Holmes says, I wish Sam and Diamica had a year, the same connection they had in college. Yeah.
Diamica could catch you would have had a chance to be that guy.
Yeah, he didn't take his stone hands. Deluxe says there were bumper stickers for I like Sunny and I like Bill. Yeah, it's been ingrained into our DNA since many of us
The
born.
70s.
That's crazy. Impatient fan base. All right, guys. Commanders win if. Let's at least finish the formalities of the show.
They're stupid. That's the answer. If they're stupid, they win.
Commanders win if their offense can outduel. If their offense versus the Jets defense can just eke out a little bit more than their offense can do against our defense.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Please don't let that
bad
happen.
Versus bad on one side and 50-50 versus really good on the other. So if that good 50 shows up, we win.
Okay.
Lose 3-0.
Lose 3
or lose 99-98.
That happened. Holy crap. I still have night terrors from a game in 1993. We played the Jets and we lost 3-0. Go look it up. There's your history. That happened when I was 10 years old. I still have nightmares of us losing to Boomer Esiason's Jets 3-0.
Old Boomer. Deluxe says Commanders win if they win the turnover battle. That's right.
Oh no, we won the turnover battle against the Rams and we still lost.
Yeah. All right, let's get some predictions here. Right, like as always.
Todd Samuel already said Jets are going to win 30-13.
30-13. All right, I'm logging all these predictions. If anyone ever hits these, these are logged, these are archived. Don't worry. 30-13. We will get you something.
One of these nice deals.
Sure.
All right. If anyone nails the score correctly, I have an autographed Gus Frerotte rookie card.
Hold on.
Right here. And this is straight off of Gus Ferrotte's desk. All right. This is not something I bought at some card convention or something.
Yeah.
I know a guy. My best friend is friends with a guy who is good friends with Gus Frerotte. That's how I got a hold of this. So I'm going to, if you nail the score, we'll get you an autographed Gus Frerotte rookie card right here. And I have 3 of these.
Bang, bang, bang. All right.
To give away.
There we go. Before we got 2 predictions in already, but in case you want to change them, just the over under. Remember, it's Washington at New York. The over under is 37, which is absolutely pathetic. Okay, 37. The odds on DraftKings right now, 37 over under, and the Jets are favored by 3 points at home. So technically, it's a toss up. It's probably a toss up. But yes, Yam has 31-21 Jets. Marcus has 17-14 Commanders. Okay, Marcus, I gotcha. Marcus has 17-14 Commanders. Look at you. Sam throwing 3 picks with 1 pick 6. Yikes. I'm going to write that down.
Todd just wants Sam to suck so we can get rid of him. We can get Jaden Daniels. And
he only got sacked 1 time last game. I felt like it was so many more.
He was under pressure a lot, though.
He got hit and sacked less than Stafford.
He did.
And we won the turnover battle and still lost.
Yeah. Jeff Halma has 27-9.
He says that's for the Jets.
Okay. 27-9 Jets. All right. Like I said, you'll win a signed Gus Frerotte card if you pick the score. Deluxe. We have 13-7. All right.
13-7.
Washington. He got a low scoring game. What I probably should do real quick.
Quick note while you look that up.
Look up the weather.
Tony Wiggins, he put at everyone. So everyone in the group got a mention.
No, as a that won't work because only the mods and admins can do that.
Yeah, only we can do that. So don't try it.
You can type it in, but it won't register.
Yeah.
Where is the stadium? Is in what, the Meadowlands?
It is in New Jersey.
Jersey.
What's the weather like?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to pull up. New Jersey.
It's in East Rutherford.
The Meadowlands.
East Rutherford.
I thought they call it the Meadowlands, and it smells like a garbage dump up there.
I don't know. So daily on Sunday, we're looking at high of 47, low of 37, partly cloudy. So yeah, 9% chance of rain. So it should be pretty good football day. Christmas Eve should be a good football day.
We better
All right,
not win that
7
game,
degrees on
man.
Christmas Eve sounds about right.
We win this game, we're gonna be so mad. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be so mad if we win this game.
Yeah.
We can move down to 7 if we win this game. Out of the special player category. We have to basically draft for need at that point.
Hey Tony, I see your comment now. It says I cannot see your comment in which you mentioned me. It was for this show. So as we posted the show, we just say, hey, add everyone, check it out. You know what I mean? We can do that.
And people showing up and they're enjoying it. They're loving it.
Yeah. Phil, Dev, do you have your predictions yet? Marcus says, yeah, it was ugly. My friend Andy Sweeney said Washington Lufa both got bad coaches. Ron Payne, Kenny Rivera.
Yeah, basically.
So
over under 37, 3 points. Man.
I'm going 24-20.
24-20.
Jets.
All right, 24-20 Jets.
I think that their defense versus our offense, their offense and our defense is a wash, but their defense versus our offense, I give the tip to their defense. So because of that, it's a wash. So I'm going to say 24-20 Jets.
All right, I'm going 2017 Jets.
The New York that score, but I just said, you know what? Watch it go over.
I'm going to push the over under at 37. Dev, what are you going?
13-20 Washington.
13-20. Man, you think we're going to win, huh?
I hope not.
That's fair. That's fair.
I just feel it. I just feel like we're going to win.
Tony Wiggins says 17-14 Commanders.
Tony Wiggins, 17-14 Commanders. For a shot at a sign, Gus Frerotte. Autographed football card. All right. That's what's up, fellas. Let's get out of this picture mode here and get into the full screen view. So, yeah, we had just a review of the picks here. If you're still in the chat, feel free to put your prediction in. Like I said, over under 37. The Jets have a +3 spread right now. Predictions we have right now for the group that I have logged. Todd Samuel has 30-13 Jets. Yam has 31-21 Jets. Marcus has 17-14 Commanders. Jeff Homa 27-9 Jets. Deluxe has 13-7 Washington. I have 2017 Jets. Dev has 2013 Washington. Phil has 24-20 Jets. And Tony Wiggins has 17-14 Commanders. If I missed anyone, please let me know. I think I have all of them.
Yes. If you predict a score, Lloyd, this is for Lloyd Spears. If you predict the score of this game correctly, you get a signed Gus Frerotte rookie card.
Bam, bam, bam. Yes. I'm trying to give away something all year. If at the end of the year, like I said, we'll give away something no matter what.
I mean, I managed to win a signed Bryce Love pylon that I got sitting over there.
I have a bunch of cool stuff. I just don't want to give it away because I really like. I have a signed Ron Rivera Bears jersey I bought. I bought some stupid stuff during COVID. Let me tell you, I bought a signed Jay Gruden Redskins jersey. I bought it. Yeah, it says Coach on the Coach Gruden. Yeah, I bought that. I bought a signed Kyle Allen jersey for like $20.
Next cold weather game we go to, I got an idea. I got perfect use for this.
Wear it?
No, we're gonna have a bonfire to keep us warm.
I'm not burning that.
We are going to use that jersey as kindling.
No, sir.
Don't give it to her. Give it to me. Don't do that.
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah,
Keep it. It's mine.
Yeah, but the good news, Ovi just won the game in OT.
Ovi. Speaking of cold, snowing like crazy here in Japan, I hate it. Man, it was sleeting a little bit earlier here in Old Silver Spring, Maryland. A little bit earlier.
I saw snow. Coming back from Pittsburgh, not this past weekend, but weekend before. I had to drive through a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Don't need any more.
Tia with the prediction got her prediction at 3-10 Commanders. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel. 10-3 Commanders.
I mean, look, if we hold the Jets to 3 points, even though their offense is terrible as our defense has been, that's a win.
That's a mid versus midders.
We'll win the game. We'll have a game like Carolina did last week and win 9-7 or something like that. Watch.
Oh man.
That's
a terrible way to win.
Marcus says Meadowlands is a dumping grounds for the mob. That's why it stinks.
Sleep with the fishes.
And he also hopes that everyone has a merry and blessed Christmas. Well, you too, Marcus.
So, Tommy DeVito is slowly starting to gain some traction. He's gaining popularity up in New York. And his agent booked an appearance. Tommy DeVito, the Giants quarterback, came off the street. What do you mean? We created him.
I don't know. I refuse to acknowledge he exists.
Anyways, his agent scheduled a booking at like a pizzeria in Jersey and then doubled the appearance fee before he showed up. And then the store canceled on him. And DeVito found out. He fired his agent from booking. I don't know if he fired him altogether, but he fired him from being like his publicist.
And the guy used to walk around with the fedora and the pinstripe suit and looked like he was, a cast off from a 50s mob movie.
Yeah, straight up. He's in the Italian Sports Hall of Fame, his agent, with Mike Rizzo, the Nationals GM. Do you know that? Tommy, they're 1 second. Hold my beer.
Like from actual Italy or just some people that are American?
No, Italian Americans. Italian Americans. I have this saved and I really wanted to show you guys. Like I wanted an excuse to show this because not just because of what was there, but because the Nats general manager was on it. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, it's on the other account. I see a bookmark of when they picked us going for and forever. Like that. All right, here we go. Give me a second here, fellas. Y'all can talk among yourselves.
Talk among yourselves.
Puka just made a stupid catch, man. Like it was retarded. He slid backwards behind his back, caught it sliding down when you dripped on him and rolled on the ground, still had it. And they caught it a catch and they got up and threw a quick pass again so they wouldn't challenge it. But he caught that ball. I don't know how he caught it, but he caught that damn ball.
Here you go. So this was posted. It's the 44th National Italian American Sports Hall of Fame. It was in Chicago. Induction ceremony. The 2023 inductees were Mike Rizzo, the GM of the Washington Nationals, and Sean Stellato, a sports business. He's at the bottom left. That is Tommy DeVito's agent. So it's funny. Like the bottom left. You never. Oh, dude, hold on, Dev. You really have not seen a picture of his agent.
Like Ben Stiller.
Dude. He looks straight up like he's in the mafia, like mob, like he talks like this. He uses his hands and talks like this.
Priscilla Presley is Italian? I did not know that.
Oh, Dev, this is gonna be hilarious. I'll show you. I can't believe you didn't know that. You know so many other like random things. That's one thing I thought you would have known. You have so many things. Here you go. See him?
Oh yeah, he definitely looks like a wise guy.
Wears a pinstripe suit.
Yeah,
that's how he walks around.
Man. Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah.
All he's doing is he's missing the gold chain around that turtleneck.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
He needs that goldy looking chain.
Yeah. Who says this? Any Ron Rivera jersey, you should be burning that.
That's Donato.
Oh.
This is embarrassing.
Anyone in the fantasy playoffs with the Commanders player? I don't think. I mean, I'm in not. No, I'm not. I don't have any Commanders.
I am in the playoffs with Terry McLaurin as my as my
who
flex.
did nothing until last week.
Right.
But
I
he had,
And
I
saved
benched him.
me a
I
seat
benched him
in
and he balled
the
up.
playoffs.
yeah. Nothing.
I'm
I mean, there's
That's
still
the
people out
money
there.
league too.
There's still people out there that pick like all commanders, and it's like, yeah, you want those guys in your league. You need those homers in your league because we had B-Rob. I had B-Rob on an ESPN league, and he was doing really good for a while, and they just stopped handing him the ball. He had that couple plays where he had like a passing touchdown. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
So
I have McLaurin, and I have Gibson, and I have Robinson.
yeah. Todd says Sam Howell's a decent backup.
He just will not let go of this topic.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, his agent hits every Italian New Yorker stereotype. He does. I thought it was a Halloween costume.
He ain't a one chance guy. His agent would have to have about 3 of them. 3 chains.
Drip, drip.
Lux says that he is a number 1 seed with B. Rob and Terry.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Wow. You must have like Mahomes or Allen at quarterback. Somebody like that. Todd Samuel getting off the Sam Howell train for a minute brings up that there might be 3 more.
I was
I don't
battling.
know.
I was battling with some Steelers fans on Twitter, and they despise Mike Tomlin. And I'm like, the dude has taken you to the playoffs 12 out of 16 seasons, and you despise him.
Because
they've never advanced. We've never advanced.
Just because last few years he's kind of been an inverse Jeff Fisher. You know, we always said Jeff Fisher is the ultimate 7-9 coach.
Super mid.
Tomlin has lately been the ultimate 9-8, 9-7 coach. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't been winning divisions. He's been sneaking into the playoffs more recently. And I think that Steelers fans are just dying for a change because they think they just think that
I don't care. The Steelers fans, Packers, Patriots, you guys have had stability in your franchises for years. So you know what? To hell with you guys. I'm glad your team is in chaos. Welcome to reality. Welcome to the rest of us. This is what we're always going through, which is why I was telling them we would kill to have a coach like Mike Tomlin, and for our head coach, like, you know, and they're just saying he's just garbage. And it was just you know, they don't want to hear it. They get race, and they just say it's all about race, and the Roonies won't fire him because of the backlash. And it's just like, come on, man. You're not providing me any sort of substance for an argument here. You're not telling me why he's not a good coach. You just keep saying, oh, because he's it's like, come on, guys.
Yam says the entire state of Pennsylvania is entitled.
A lot of the New Englanders are in that fan base, that same boat. The upper Northeast.
They aren't so much entitled as they are arrogant.
The Yinzers. Yeah, Donato's talking about what happens to Saquon next year. We leave our division. He probably will. I'm sure he will. He's only on a 1 year, non-franchised 1 year deal. Isn't that what he did? He signed a 1 year deal. Yeah. So for his own good, he should leave. Yeah. Now they're arguing about Will Taylor Heineke.
Cap room. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing hate in the water to see if anyone bites.
Yeah, says Taylor's only 6'1". I thought you hated short quarterbacks.
Yeah. Todd Samuel is a Taylor Heineke stan. You know, so we'll never agree on quarterbacks.
Well, we'll find out. He has 3 games left to audition for his next team where he can suck up all of those natural resources and move on. He said, why are there rumors Ben Johnson's asking for $15 million per year? He's going to be the most coveted. He's going to be the number 1 head coach candidate.
You don't know why. I mean, you're going to have to go on the Lions Twitter to find that one out. You know, because I don't know why, but that's an insane amount of money. Then again, you know, we don't know what Ron's making.
Yeah, we don't. His salary is hidden.
Yeah, his salary is hidden, so we don't know. I heard it was 5 a year, but I could be more.
Yeah, Taylor's a hard-nosed player. Doesn't throw pick six like Sam. I mean, Taylor just doesn't.
He just throws ducks.
He throws lollipops.
He throws ducks like.
Here. I think
the R word.
Didn't we talk about having Frankenstein the perfect quarterback? We said Taylor's grit and moxie with.
I don't even want that.
No, his legs.
He's going to make bad decisions.
How do we say it? Carson Wentz's size Sam Howell's arm and Taylor Heineke's
Moxie.
what did we say? Is
I
Moxie
also
maybe?
want Sam Howell. Also, you want Sam Howell's short memory for mistakes.
Yeah, he stays cool.
Well, I want Jaden Daniels' skin complexion. So I was
Yeah,
just,
but
I was messing with y'all.
Zeke is getting great usage in New England, but only recently because Ramondre Stevenson has been injured and he's back now. So I think his usage is about to go south like it was most of the season.
And honestly, Dallas has been on a roll without him.
They don't miss him.
They haven't been missing him.
They don't run the ball that much with Tony Pollard. That's the thing. Marcus said, Todd, you're losing credibility with Taylor Heineke. You take Doug Apich, he needs to let it go. He is gone.
I like calling him Doug Apich because it sounds like Apich.
Apich.
All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Like I said, if you're watching this, please go to YouTube and hit that.
Hey, watch. I forgot the show I was gonna watch.
Okay, watch that. Watch.
Yeah, hold on. Don't hang up.
Smoke weed every day.
Watch that. Watch that one. We'll thank those who joined us in the chat here. Marcus, Yam, Todd, thank you for jumping over to YouTube. Rebel Moon. Okay.
Rebel Moon comes on at 9 in 1 minute. I'm gonna go watch that shit.
Okay. I'll leave the Facebook users to Phil. Not Nadia, Tia, sorry. Yam, Dave Razor, Deluxe. We already said Marcus. Who else jumped over to YouTube here? Todd was on Facebook earlier.
Jeff Alma, Donato, Tony Wiggins. Let's see who else here. Bosalero, Andrew Holmes, John Johnson, Kathy Hinchy, David Razor, Goody Decemberi. I already said David Razor, Montez.
Yeah.
Jesse Caldwell.
Shout out to y'all.
Boy Rodney Thomas was in here for a minute. Joe Runyon. Shout out to all y'all for joining us. And, come on back. For all y'all who are here for the first time, don't make that the last time.
That's right.
Light on for you.
So,
as you can see, I'm not that much of an asshole. I just am sometimes.
Listen, the game's Facebook. The game is Christmas Eve, 1:00. We'll have a live thread in the Washington Football Addicts Facebook group up and running. Post all your comments there. We'll curse at each other in there about how bad the team's doing. I'm not sure about a post game because post game is on Christmas Day. So maybe the following day. Just stay tuned.
On a Tuesday because
we'll figure that out. That's my birthday as well, so I might be at dinner. So it might be Dev and Phil. We don't know.
Nala said he was told to be hors d'oeuvres.
I got a urologist scope that day, man. Old man problems.
Oh.
No, not the tutor, but the rooter. Yeah.
Are you getting that scope?
You're getting that one. You're getting the what do they call it? The catheter. You're getting the catheter.
Endoscopy.
Yeah, apparently Dev's into sounding.
Oh, I had the upper endoscopy. You're getting the downstairs endoscopy.
Yeah.
Man, sucks getting old, bro. I feel you.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Oh, and shout out! I see that Chris Winslow is watching. Chris Winslow is a politician down in the Chesterfield area doing the Lord's work down there. Shout out to you, Chris.
Salute. Yam says, nah, Phil, you're an asshole, but you're our asshole. It's family. You know what I mean?
Your asshole. And you couldn't ask for a better one.
We go outside the family. Yes, we defend our family. We defend our family to outsiders, but inside.
Yeah, trust me. I fight with everyone in the group, but if I talk to if I'm talking to anybody in any other group about who's got the best fans, it's ours.
It's still our group.
And I truly believe that. We have cultivated a heck of a group of people that are in the Addicts group, that are subscribers of the YouTube channel, that are fans of the show. And I cannot be happier with the growth we've seen this year, both in the Facebook group and on the YouTube channel. Hey, we're at
that's what she said.
10.5K subscribers and growing. And if you have not subscribed, go to our YouTube channel. Just look for search for the Commandthispod podcast. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. So again, you'll get the notification a half hour before you go live. So you could be like Donato and have your hors d'oeuvres ready in order to sit down, watch the show with a nice snack and a nice cold frosty beverage. Preferably of the adult libation, because hey, that's how we roll around here.
That is a tasty beverage. Todd's gonna. This is a tasty burger. Todd's gonna leave us with Jaden Daniels, our future quarterback.
If it's possible.
Yeah, it says Jaden Daniels has the future behind the desk with 5 years of being drafted, and the saga continues.
Oh.
Wu-Tang.
You ever heard the famous Casey Stengel quote? He was talking about two players.
First of all, who the fuck is Casey Stengel?
He was a manager for the Yankees and the Mets. Legend, baseball Hall of Famer. He was talking about two rookies that were 20 about them. And he said, hey, in 10 years, Ed Kranepool has a chance to be a star. In 10 years, Greg Goosett has a chance to be 30. That's one of the most damning statements I've ever heard from a professional coach talking about their players.
Donato, you're sipping on some honey vodka. I'm sipping on some Knob Creek smoked maple. So cheers, brother. Salute. Tia says, Lord, please bless us with Mike. I like all his sexiness. Look at you.
What, Joe?
He's talking about Tommy.
Tomlin. Yes.
Yeah, I like Tomlin too, bro.
Yeah, I do
I'm
too.
You into them kind of bulldogish looking dudes with beards?
All right. We'll live stream will be up
the
Sunday.
greatest black coach of all sports, bro.
I love him. I mean, his one downfall was
another black coach in any sport better than him.
Was the time he stepped on the field and tried to trip the player running. That's like the only thing.
Technically, Dev, Mike McDaniel.
Don't say Eddie Robinson either. I know you're gonna say that bullshit.
I was gonna say Mike McDaniel right now.
Nope, not at all. Still, Mike McDaniel. Ain't never won shit, by the way.
I mean, I forget when I look at him, but
yeah.
Doc Rivers, I thought Doc Rivers was pretty good.
Yeah, he still ain't better than Tomlin.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Not any.
Could you imagine having three coaches over like a 50-year time span? That's bullshit, man. Yeah, I mean, Dusty was great here at the Nationals. He just the game, like the team just went by him. I know he just took the team back to the World Series, but his time was just past here in DC. He was just making bad decisions. Not in the interest of the same
mistakes with pitching staffs in the playoffs that he did everywhere else he was before he came here.
Fucking Drew Storen, man. Don't put Drew Storen in. Put Drew Storen.
Top 5 black coaches all time in any sport, though.
Yeah. What's up, MV Diablo? Appreciate you, bro.
Respect. We like that.
Appreciate you. Yeah, salute, man. Thank you. Said New York Giants fan here. Just dropping by showing some respect. Hey, we were talking about Tommy DeVito and his agent, man, going to the Italian American Sports Hall of Fame.
Seems like Tommy DeVito did to his agent what they did to Tommy DeVito in Goodfellas.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what this says, Donato, but I'm guessing it says Nostrovia. I'm just guessing. Tell me if I'm wrong. I assume that's what it says, Nostrovia. If I'm even saying that right. Zedka. They gave me a Russian lesson when we had dinner at this nice Russian restaurant in Arlington last time we were together last year.
Throw me some names of these nice restaurants. I love traveling up to find things. I'm telling you, I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I'm going to do nothing but sample steaks from across the nation.
I wanted a dispensary in Indiana next Friday.
Because before you had Yelp, you had Fat Guys. You followed them to the best restaurants.
That's right. They had the
credit. Or you just had Mexican friends like I did.
Nazdrovia. Yeah. Yep. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. Whatever way you celebrate it. Thank you. From us to you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Nazdrovia. I think that's like the way what the Russians say, like salute or cheers. Nazdrovia. When they drink their vodka. Yeah. All right. We're gonna sign out. Y'all can keep battling it out in the chat.
Battle it out.
I think we'll be back Tuesday for a post game, and we only have 2 of these left.
And then the real fun starts.
Then it's the off season debauchery.
bullshit around here.
And all we do is talk about which quarterback is better, who we're going to draft, who's our coach. We got a coach, we got a GM coming, we got a coach coming. I mean, it's going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot to talk about.
President, the player operation.
Yeah, all those things. We don't know. Who knows?
And there may be a new stadium announcement and a partridge in a partridge, wherever it is.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Normally we go to one podcast a week in the off season. There just might not be enough time. We might have to go back to 2. Who knows?
Yeah,
we'll see. All right,
brand new coaches.
We're not podcast OnlyFans.
2 front office personnel members and a partridge in a pear tree.
We love you guys as always. Peace.
Love and
hail. We out of here.
Yep.